Oh, yeah!
This is Liberty Prime with Base Builders, and welcome back to planetcoaster 2. Now, I think that at the end of the last episode, we had just plonked down a nice new pool, complete with water ride. But one thing we haven't done yet is to make it so that people can actually get to it. So let's dive right on in and get this pool ready for the public. Wait, now where was this pool again? Alright, well, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to find the pool easily, but we are right here in front of it, so that's good. Okay, let's see. Now, I know that I need to make it so that people can actually get to it. And let's go ahead and make sure this is paused. Alright, now I was hoping that I could put a path somewhere back here, but we also are going to need to have at least a small queue, I think. So let's select this puppy. Wait, I'm trying to select it. What's going wrong? Am I being stupid? Yeah, I would love to complete the ride, American Arrow. I'll get to that when I get to it. Did I pause too fast? Why are you not helping me out with this one? Well, let's go ahead and set up some paths. Maybe you'll at least let me do that. Okay, a queue would be nice, but we don't need anything big or impressive. We just need to make it so that people can get there. I was really hoping that I could select it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And I'm not sure that that's quite where I want that queue to start. Let's see about, maybe somewhere here, and at least turn it around just a little bit, but I don't think this is something that needs a big long queue, does it? Are you working correctly? Boy, I feel like I'm really rusty at this game all of a sudden. Why is this being elevated? And how do I make it just join up nicely? What are you complaining about here? Seriously, did I mess up the terrain that bad over there? It doesn't look like it should be bad. Just link up properly. I realize that the pool is very slightly elevated. I think you can get around that somehow, some way. And hopefully I can get around this palm plant somehow, some way. Please stop trapping me. Don't get up my nostril this early. Okay, so never mind. I'm not going to put the queue there. Let's put it somewhere else. We don't need it right behind the lifeguard stand. But apparently this does come with its own lifeguards. That's kind of cool. Okay, let me do my thing, please. Just as a personal favor. Will you work properly this time? That's looking a little bit more What on earth is going on with this? Oh well, at least it worked. So maybe I should just go with it. That's not what I wanted it to do, though. Let me see if I can figure out what's going wrong with the terrain here. Okay, yes, that was very slightly sunken. Ooh, that was a little more sunken than I realized. But I'm going to see out of that. Let's see if I can cancel that and start the queue down here or something. Or maybe I just need to go ahead and raise up the terrain a little bit before I work on that. Let's try going at it that way. I'm going to change the terrain. Does smoothing do the job here? I own both pieces of land here. I'm not sure if this is doing anything at all. It looks just about exactly like it did before I started. Let's try pulling it up just a touch. Yeah, maybe this will help some. Let's make sure that that didn't do anything terrible. A little bit more up there. Yes, you have my permission to come up and meet the pool. I'm just gonna gradually add just a little bit hither, thither, and yon. Let's see if that worked out for us. It might be a little bit too elevated now. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Well, maybe I will smooth it slightly. maybe I made a mistake there. That doesn't look smoother to me. Let's see. Yes, so it's a slightly elevated pool, so we're going to try to pull the queue around here, and maybe it'll work this time. Alright, let's just go ahead and skip back to the queues. So I do want it curved. Terrain style automatic. Now what are my choices there? Suspended, ground. Let's try ground. See what happens with that. Will you just join up all nice and polite to the pre-existing plaza? No, you won't. Well, let's not have it set to ground then. Let's just let it be automatic. Now are we there? No way. I don't know why it's determined to do that to me. The ground is not that funky there. Wait, one last try. And why is this a round circle? Will you work now? No. I think I'm just gonna have to resign myself to that stupid thing, or maybe put the queue over here. Or maybe we should try laying down this path that I had in mind first. Or maybe we should just try rotating the pool a bit. But it won't let me select it. Why won't it let me select it? Okay. I was just clicking on the wrong spot apparently. Let me edit. Ooh, and I will be able to edit the flume. Although I don't really think I should necessarily do that. No, I don't want any of this. What I want to do is move this puppy around. Okay, advanced move. Let's see, it's not letting me do anything. No, I don't want to edit the flume itself. I want to edit this whole thing. Why can't I select it? My goodness. Just decided to start off frustrating today, didn't you? Let me see. Well, you told me there were 5 notifications, and I think you just lied about that. All right, let me just try unpausing for a second, and maybe I can do something. Okay, now will you let me? No, you won't. I would love to test it and do all these things and get a path to swimming pool 204, which I think is this. Now can I select path 204? I mean pool 204. Let's pause you again. Okay. I don't want to edit the ticket prices. I just want to edit the whole stupid pool. Should I just delete this thing? Don't want to know the guest thoughts or the prestige or the filtering rate or anything other than just how to move this stupid pool. Oh, goodness. Why is this being so problematic? Well, I'm going to try just building a path here anyway and see what happens. I'm not sure that I'm going to be happy with whatever happens. Ugh. It's early in the morning. Don't do this to me quite yet, okay? Let's see, I'll make it a slightly smaller path. Let's try for a 6. And see if we can get this to do anything that I want it to. What I would like is for you to go right around there. And it's not going to let me do that. I think these rocks are the kind that I'm not allowed to mess with. Let me see if I can select anything over here. Oh, I cannot do anything with it. Okay. That's a shame. Ditto this. So I might not be able to get a path back here. I'm starting to deeply regret this pool, but I don't think that I can do anything about it now. Well, you know what? This is something I can probably do. Is to just put a path straight from here-ish to here-ish. Not gonna let me do that neither, are you? Okay, well let's try a smaller path from slightly different spots. Well, doesn't even need to be smaller. Let's just try that. Okay, I can live with that. It's not what I had in mind, but it means that I can put a path maybe back here. Let's spin around just a little bit. See, if I can put a path from here up to here, then this can just be, people got to walk through the pool to get around. I'm okay with that. Let's see, I'm not quite okay with where I started that path off, though. Let's see. Do kind of want you to be curved. And I would love to leave room for a shop or something over there. And let's see. Don't want the angle snap on quite yet, I don't think. Let's see what happens. I cannot build there. Yeah, too close to the edge. Let's make it a little bit skinnier of a path. See if you can curve around just enough to dodge the intersecting terrain. Oh, goodness. This has just decided to be not at all helpful to me today. Can you live with that? No intersecting terrain. Oh, I have so much trouble with these paths sometimes. That's still not where I wanted it to be. Wait, I will still be able to fit something here, I think. Maybe some nice changing rooms and whatnot. Stop. Just stop. Planet Coaster 2, I love you. You just gotta stop for me for a little while. Let's try putting the path over here. Now we'll raise it back up to 6. And I can still fit some shops over here, maybe. Or changing rooms or whatever we need to have. Will you allow me to do that? Oh, the terrain wasn't intersecting there. How lovely. Okay, now we're cooking with, well, I was going to say gas, but I don't really enjoy cooking with gas. I mean, I can see the pros of it. It just, I'm a little bit wimpy when it comes to propane and natural gas and all them things, because you just keep seeing all these terrible things happen on the news. Alright, well, that's far enough for the moment. We do have space to do some interesting things around there. And I might want to leave a little bit back here. But that's good enough for the moment. Now, does this pool actually need a queue? Probably. It's probably going to start complaining if I don't give it one. But I do kind of like the idea of just having a normal path from here to here. Let's see if we can make a queue happen. I'm still not sure if we need one, but we might as well give it a shot. And I'm not quite sure that's where I want the path to land. You know, right where you have an umbrella smack dab in your face. So let's give this one more shot. You just do not like some of these things that are in the way, do you? But this apparently kind of works. I can always, well, hopefully always move some of those bushes and whatnot. Let's see if we can get that done. Now we'll come back to the whole queue thing in just a few minutes. Oh, you will actually let me move you. Oh, that is so nice. Actually, I think I want to do this kind of move. Let's move you right over here. And yes, we can move this too. How wonderful. I don't know how to cope with all that wonderfulness. All right. That seems like it's going to work. And now I'm thinking maybe I could put this path out just a little bit further. Well, Oh, I don't know if I want to risk messing stuff up. I mean, I do kind of want to risk messing stuff up, but I don't think I'm going to. I can just step a little bit more decoration there. Maybe some of this nice shrubbery. Get some of that going right along there if I can. But y'all are going to be obligated to just walk through these. Ooh, I can move those. That's convenient. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, let's just move this. I know this trick. In theory. Okay, you get to be spun around. And you get to be zoomed in. And I'm not sure the people will be able to get past you in and out of the pool, but that's just going to have to be close enough. And let's move this puppy as well. And I don't even know what that is, but it's going to be somewhere else in just a second. There, have it over there. Maybe that's some sort of light. The selection information is not as helpful as it should be. Oh well, anyway. We are not gonna do that. We're gonna remember that this is how you move things. You hit M. And then you hit Z to spin it around. Okay, come on, little puppy. Let us plonk you down right around here. Are you Z'd about the right amount? Gotta have that precision. Well, you actually don't gotta have it, but I still like it. Now, what is this? Is this like a little sign? Yeah, that's a cute little sign. It's kind of in the wrong spot. Let's put it somewhere else. Maybe up here somewheres. Maybe like right near the new entrance area. And M. And a little bit of useful Zing. Make sure that people could actually see whatever it's trying to tell them. Here we go. Okay, now I'm still not sure if I actually need a cue for this thing. Let's get out of whatever we're in. I'm still not allowed to select the pool. Okay. And I don't think, well, it's nice to know that I could edit this flume if I wanted to, but I'm pretty happy with what it looks like. Well, I don't know about the color choice, but it's not terrible. So I think I'm going to leave the flume ride itself alone. Yeah, I'll go ahead and test it though. And let's see what that looks like. And maybe I need to let the play thing happen. Ooh, look at my feet. They look extremely blue. It does look kind of fun. Oh, well, I was hoping that we would actually get to see the splash happen. Okay, I can't remember how to get out of that. Okay, well, escape gets out of almost everything. Okay, so that has been tested. Now show me some results from that testing. It's got some excitement to it, apparently. A little bit of fear. Very small amount of nausea. Doesn't seem like it's quite long enough, but yeah, it's finished testing. Alright, now, I guess you don't need an actual cue for this one. So I'm not going to worry about that anymore. Because it sure enough wasn't working for me. Let's see, one thing I probably need here is some lifeguards. Let's see, get out of you for just a second and make sure that we've got enough staff. Where are the lifeguards again? Park services. There we go. Lifeguard. Okay, you should probably be set up somewhere near the diving thing, and we might need one over here as well. Don't I need like a lifeguard stand or something? Can't quite remember. It's not letting me set her up. I guess I need to put her on the path. But yeah, I think there's some sort of lifeguard stand that we're supposed to have. I'm feeling very rusty at this game. It hadn't been all that long. See, yeah, we're doing that. We got at least one so far. We probably need two. Okay, now, I'm still pretty sure that I need some sort of a lifeguard stand. Yes, I will eventually get to American Arrow. I understand. The guests are... Well, this should be dealt with. Water parks, yes, no staff member available to attend body flume. I'm going to dismiss you because I have already hired at least one, and we're going to hire a second one now. Can I plunk you there? Okay. Alright, now I will hit play again. And I will get out of here, and I will figure out what else to do today. I'm pretty tired of messing with this particular pool. Why are you ambling off there? Just stop that. You're supposed to be attending to this pool. Where are you going, woman? Or man? I can't tell from here. Whatever you is, where are you going? Oh well, okay, that's Geraldo Drummond, so... Man, where you going? You are mildly happy, apparently. You're content. Hey, good for you. Swimming pool 203 is over capacity. Well, that's probably not the worst thing in the world. Let me take a look at... Well, facilities, I guess, is what I'm looking for. Something to do with... lifeguards. Let's see if searching actually helps. Nope. Nope. Oh well, let's see. Maybe you would be a... Nope. Not a shop, not a utility. Maybe a services? Guest services, entrances. Hey. Let's take a look at whatever's concerning here. Yes, I know American Arrow 2 is incomplete. I will eventually get to it. Well, I was about to say busy, but actually I'm kind of looking for work. But I'm still not ready to start on that ride yet. I'm in the mood to put down some shoppies and some, like, turlets and whatnot. Maybe some changing rooms would be a grand idea over here. Let's see if we can get some of that set up. And I'm hopeful that we've got enough room for that kind of thing over here. So let's go to facilities, and that should be, well, should be right around here. Okay. And I should possibly make them all thematic and whatnot, so let's... Oh goodness, let's try to remember how on earth we get to the shop shell type things. Oh, this is kind of aggravating. It's always so tough to remember where to find things. Okay. Maybe it was like under scenery or something weird like that. Yeah, this is starting to look familiar. We need floors, no. Columns, no. Misc, no. Not any of these things. Maybe I just gotta scroll down a long ways. Oh, goodness. I do remember that I always eventually find this thing. But that is not what I'm looking for here. Okay. Let's see. Well, I know for sure that I'm looking for... not necessarily scenery theme, but I'm going for a resort theme. Let's see if we're seeing anything useful here. Now this is just not where I need to be looking. Let's see, maybe it was not scenery. But I could swear it was. Okay, let's see. We're not looking for... Well, maybe we are looking for blueprints. Okay, here we go. Yeah, apparently we were. Don't need to bother with the custom thing. Okay, so I'm looking for something facility-ish. Resort dressing. Well, I am looking for a dressing spot. That's going to be a little bit too big for... Goodness. Himatu, whatever that is. Well, we'll maybe put one of those in sometime, somewhere, but that is definitely not what I'm after here. Resort Coaster Station 1. Coaster Station 2. Let's just take a look at some of these. That's very cool looking. Okay, I might have a lot more fun with the resort themes than I thought I would here. Ooh, goodness. That's very cool, but there's no way there's enough room to put this in there. Okay. Come on, give me something here. I'm looking for actual facility shells. Am I in the wrong spot for that? Okay, this is where I need to be, apparently. Okay, Resort Building 2. Now, I could probably fit a changing room up in there. We don't necessarily need all this other stuff going on with it, though. And it doesn't really seem like the kind of thing that needs... just doesn't need all this going on. Although, you know, having a shop attached to it might not be the worst thing in the world if I'm reading it right. Gloople. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will do this. Let's see if we can fit you. You keep being all red. And, yeah, you're not going to work for that area. I think I might have to fill this area with some scenery. And I would love to not be stuck on a tree. Or whatever else I'm stuck on. Okay, let's keep on trying. I will eventually manage this. Okay. Resort Building 3. That's cute, but I'm not really seeing where I'm supposed to fit things. You are another resort building. Another thing where I can't really fit in a changing room. This might kind of work. It's very cool looking. But I'm not sure that it's... Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind. What is this? Resort Building 5. Make sure that I can find it again. Resort Building 6. I mean, these are all very cool looking. I'm just not quite sure that I'll be able to fit stuff in it like I want to. Okay. Yeah, none of you are looking like the right spot for a dressing room. Staff facilities. Oh, what did I just hit? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, staff facilities, again, looks cool, just doesn't work for a stinking little dressing room. That's all I wanted. It was a nice dressing room. This is the closest to it that I've found yet. Let's try Zing this around. Of course, it's going to be very reluctant to fit in anywhere. I mean, I guess I could just build a path to it. But all I want is to make it so that people can change. That's where I just was. Let me try this one more again. Maybe I'm just in the wrong section here. Let's go back a little bit. I'm worried that I'll never find this again. Okay, it's not a scenery. Let's go with facilities. Let's see, how big this is for one thing. So, I mean, I need room for both of these doors. Well, let's see if we can figure out this one more again. Yeah, see, guest facilities small. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can get over to the... I should play around with some of these content packs, too. But we want resort theme. And we ain't got none at all here, apparently. Did I... No, it's not set to search. Let me get out of there. And maybe now you'll let me find anything at all? No, apparently you won't. Let's just take a look through everything here. Maybe I will wind up doing some Viking stuff after all. Because that seems to be really all that's available. Okay, no, I don't want an entrance. That was silly of me. I am definitely looking for guest facilities. But I might just be completely out of luck if I want to find something other than Viking or just plain old Planet Coaster. So maybe I should just resign myself to go in with Planet Coaster and we'll just find some other way to bring in the resort theme. Maybe I can fill up this space with something like that. Let's just, go with what we can actually manage here. And to remember where the Z is on the keyboard. I'm going to want to have a bathroom right beside this, I think. Are you telling me that, or are you being red at me? Yeah, you being red at me. Well, I wish you would stop doing that. Come on, Planet Coaster enabled me to play with you just a little bit better. I think maybe I need a little bit more caffeine to handle this. Let's see if we can somehow fit this in. And still have a shot at having a bathroom right beside it. Maybe I should put in the bathroom first. Ooh, body dryer. Ooh, yeah, that's another good thing to have out here. Let's see about fitting in this turlet first. You're clicking a little bit funny, but I can live with that. But trying to fit in the turlet first is just not going well yet. Let's try finding a different spot for this. Oh, boy, this is a lot more crowded than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Well, maybe I can raise up the terrain there. Maybe that's my best solution. I don't like how everything was just... This raised path was getting in my way for pretty much everything I was trying. So let's just go with that. I don't need to be married to one particular solution here. That I won't necessarily be able to get the terrain raised where I want it to raise because I've got this other property here. But let's see what progress we can make. And of course, I'm going to wind up with some floating bathrooms again. Oh well. We'll just have to keep on working on this somehow, some way. Might not know what I'm doing yet, but I'm stubborn, so we're gonna get there somehow. Okay, let's see if we can fit in any bathrooms here. Love a bathroom and a body dryer and a changing room. All of them things seem like they would be super useful, and maybe I just picked a horrible spot to put in a pool. I'm going to try to lift this up just a little bit so that you don't have this horrible gap behind you when you're sitting on your little pool lounge. Oh, these trees, they're always so sticky. Ooh, I am trapped. Let me out. Okay. I'll take what I can get. Oh, I probably shouldn't have taken that. Okay, I don't think there's much way that I can get around to seeing what's going on with the terrain back there. Hey. Anyway, have I got any better shot at fitting in something useful here? Possibly not. I'm just going to go ahead and elevate this a little bit more while I'm at it. Because I just realized that I didn't really do any railing on this path, and I don't want to go back and have to redo it somehow. But you know what? Maybe I could just make this path a little bit skinnier. That might make me a little bit more able to put things on it. Yeah, let's do that. You get a skinnier path here. Let's try a 4-path. Yeah, I know, all sorts of terrible things are happening. Maybe I should pause it. Ooh, it's raining. That's pretty cool. I think this is the first time I've ever noticed it raining in this. Oh, I thought that I had already opened body flume. Did I not manage that? Alright, yeah, I'm glad I checked. Let's see if we can select this. Yeah, let's open that puppy. That was actually my mistakenly. Alright, maybe that's why that lifeguard was taken off for parts unknown. Okay, so yes, American Arrow. I would really love you to shut up about that whole thing, so I probably do need to do something about it soon. Okay. There most definitely should be a staff member available. I plonked down 2 of them. But maybe just because the ride was closed, they shoved off, and therefore, once I, unpause it, which I'll do now. Okay, now that I've unpaused it, do we have some staff members heading that way? What are the shops telling me? Yeah, I'm going to dismiss that because I'm sure that we'll get a queue member. Yep, there we go. The queue member showed up. And now y'all do your thing for a little while I try to mess around with paths and bathrooms and all those wonderful things which we do need for this pool. Maybe this path back here is just a complete mistake, but I'm not going to change my mind about it completely. I'm just going to alter it a decent amount. Now, where is the part where I can... Yeah. I will temporarily delete this path. And maybe mess around with the pool, with the terrain just a little bit while it's out of my way. But that's not too terrible. So we'll stick with that for the moment. And we will add in a smaller path this time. Let's see if we can start you off here as close to the cliff edge as possible. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. See how close I can get you, and you know what? I just realized that I think I would like to have some railing on this one. Now, how do we do that? Let's see. Where that is, no, that's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to customize some extras. And I don't really have any theme in mind for this. I would like to add rails. Let's see, metal park railing, wooden beam railing. Wooden beam just sounds a lot more, I don't know, resorty somehow. polished wood railing. Well, I like that it's a little bit more of a thorough kind of a thing. And I've never done add path extra. I might do that this time. Now, what is our... Ooh. Whoa. I was just trying to scroll down a little bit. It didn't work. Let's see. What's the... Let's see. Resort bin. I'm not sure which one they've been going with around here. Yeah, see, I don't like the generic planet coaster ones. Let's get some themed ones. And I wish I could zoom in on these and see what they actually look like, but that one looks more resorty off the, at first glance. Well, anyway, we are going to try for a little bit of this. And I'm going to try to keep this as absolutely close to the cliff edge as I can here, so that I have plenty of room. Yes, apparently this is costing me more than it otherwise would have, probably because of... Oh, that's way too many bins. We don't need anywhere near that many. So you go away for a second, and let's way up that spacing. Let's max that spacing. Browse path extras. Yeah, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of picnic benches on this. That's pretty cool, but that's for a much larger path. Let's get back to just... No, let's just get back to building the path itself. And hoping that everything is set where I want it to be. And oh, darn it, how did I get to the railing? Customize extras. Yeah, I still am willing to do the bends thing as long as it's not, 47 in 2 inches. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. Maybe I shouldn't have put them on both sides though. So let's go back. Let's put it on. Yeah, alternating sounds decent. I don't know if Actually, I don't know what it's considering left or right from this vantage point. Now I'm determined to get these bathrooms and whatnot put in here somehow, and I kind of liked the way I had it better before, but... Okay, Gonna try... Keep this going up close, and I mean, I'm seeing it sort of, dig into the cliff side, so I'm perfectly fine with that. We need all the space anyway. Get on up against that. And I guess that's the left side, the one that looks like it's on the right to me. Could you just do some cliff hugging there? How's that sound? That gives me more room to manage stuff. And I can always move that palm tree later. Alright, yeah, that's a much better spacing. And I do feel a little bit more comfortable having that railing there, although I'm not real fond of the fact that it just abruptly cuts off, but I will eventually keep going with that path. So anyway, let's get back to the whole turlet and changing room and body dryer idea. And just please stop messing with this thing. I mean, stop bugging me about American Arrow. Yes, I realize that is my objective. Don't make me pause you again. Okay, I'm gonna pause you again. Because you just can't shut up about all this stuff. Okay, I sure enough wish that I could put some themes onto this thing, and oh man, you're gonna be tough to sneak in here though. Alright, a body dryer should make me a little bit of money. See if I can get just a little bit closer, and I realize you need some power. I might need to mess with power facilities soon. Can I not zoom in anymore? Or am I caught on trees yet again? Okay. Yeah, you're not going to fit where I want you to. I'm not at all shocked by that news. Okay, just a touch more. And let me rotate around so that I can see how much we're losing here. Wait. Come on. Turn not red. Stop being red, please. There we go. I can live with that, and I can put a path to it. And hopefully it'll work out in terms of the terrain. Okay, that's better than expected. I will put a path to you soon, and that's some funky little terrain stuff going on right there. Maybe I'll need to lower that just a touch. Oh, you were a bit of a surprise. I'm glad that you're being so nice and popular. My goodness, that is really crowded. Ooh, man. Well, apparently this whole flume ride is a nice success. But let's see what else we can fit in here. Right, we've got the body dryer. We could probably use some changing rooms. Let's see if there's any chance that you're going to fit here. Ooh, you're going to flicker at me a bunch. But, ooh, come on. Stop. Just stop. Oh, come on. That's going to have to be good enough, I think. I kind of wanted it to click to the other one, but I don't think that's going to happen for me. That's probably why it's flickering. It's trying real hard to click. Wait, I can live with that. Oh, but I was just barely on the intersecting terrain. Of course it is. Okay. Will you let me build you right about here? It's a little bit, encroaching on the flume, but that might still work. No, you're not going to let me do that. Silly human. Okay, I'm not trying to edit that. I'm trying to add something new here. Can we do that? There we go. I don't know why that was so hard. Oh, wow, that did go a lot closer than I expected it to. Can I precise move you? Just a little touch. I'd love to move you back. I don't know if you're going to allow that. Well, I'm not sure if I succeeded in moving you back, but I am going to move you over just a little bit more here. I want you close, but not quite that close. Alright, let's see how the rest of it looks. It looks a little bit underground, but I can live with that as long as it's still usable. Actually, I might need to see if I can put it up just a touch. We can sort of make the path go down just a little bit. Alright, let's try that. And that rose to meet it, or descended to meet it, or something in some fashion. It met it. And this whole thing is turned around in a different angle. I guess this is where the queue kind of starts. But okay. Now I would like to expand this plaza just a little bit so that we are meeting this guy. But we've got the body dryers and the changing room, and I would love to have a nice bathroom there, but I don't know if that's going to be able to fit in there. what I might need to do is just expand this as a plaza, and then put the bathrooms back here, which that might actually fit, and then just sort of edge back on this path for a little bit. All right, come on, one more thing. Let's put in a bathroom, and then mess with the plaza. And get out of this so that... Okay, I don't know why that was a scenery group. I don't really care all that much right now either. Let's get over to the facilities and add in a nice planetcoaster turlets. And hope that it goes a little bit easier on me than some of these other buildings have. Oh, no, I didn't tell you to go there, but... Okay, well, at least I can just move you where I want you to be. I hope. Actually, let's try this kind of move. Maybe this will go easy on me. Ooh, come on, you can do it. Do it nice. Be all nice and polite to me. I don't mind if you're a little bit elevated. There we go. That is actually exactly what I was hoping for. All right, and you are going to be dug pretty deep into the ground, though, aren't you? Well, I can actually deal with that just a little bit here. And since I haven't got the foggiest clue what they get up to in the back of these things, maybe it doesn't matter if that's a little bit elevated there. But let's go ahead and see. What is this telling me? It's probably telling me that I need to unpause it in order to figure out what's going on. Yeah, just I don't care about whatever you're trying to tell me there. What I would like to do is make it so that the scenery or the terrain is a little bit more useful. So let's do a little bit of focused pushing right around here. Don't want to just completely tear you down, but I figure, whatever it is that they need to do in the back, I would like to make sure they can do it. What just happened? Oh well, whatever it was, it's a thing and it happened. Kind of like it's to be so that you can use these doors back here if you need to. But maybe that'll do the trick well enough. We can just expose a tiny little bit more of this hedge. But I don't think we need too much of it. Just a little bit down here so that people aren't having any noticeable trouble getting in there. Okay, let's do just a little bit of path work here. And I might not need to get rid of this path. I would kind of love to get rid of these trees, but they're all cool and resorty, so I'm mildly willing to let them stay for a while. But let's get this path going where it needs to go, and I would like it to be this theme of path. Let's get over here. We don't want it to be the stone shell. We want it to be, well, whatever this is, diamond-shaped something. Maybe square flagstones. You look kind of square and flagstony. But now I'm kind of... Well, actually, let's stop that one and put this one in place. You are going to be a little bit weird, but you worked well enough for that, so I'll live with that. What I actually want to do is sort of just build this plaza. And I don't think I ever really quite figured out how to do that kind of a thing. So what I'm going to do is this. And just sort of generically deal with... Oh wait, I'm going to undo this because it's still doing those railings. That was silly of me. Let's turn the rails off. I'm glad that I figured out how to do the railings, by the way. I'm going to expand this a bit because I would like you to just sort of join in nicely with this whole plaza thing we got going on here. And my goodness, you are very reluctant to cooperate, aren't you? Let's see if we can make this work. Apparently we can't. Well, if we just do that, what's going to happen? Okay, that put a weird little... No, that didn't put a weird little line. Okay, that was good enough. All right, let's see if we can make this work. Now I'm fine with you doing exactly what you're doing. That's working out great for me. Let's do that. And then let's eliminate some of this path. Actually, I should have eliminated that path first. Okay, let me go. Let's Z around. Well, not Z around. Let's just spin around a little bit. And let's remove some of this path. And we can extend that as needed. But now, yeah, I actually love that you're doing two paths at once. Let's see if we can do something like that. Of course, this is still a little bit inconvenient. Let's just try to move some of this. And actually, I'm going to see out of that because I forgot to turn off the other things as well. Let's turn off these for now. I'll just apply those manually. But I would love for you to just be somewheres over here. And I don't really care if you eat into the cliff. I do kind of care if you're... Okay, that's perfect except for that. Not really sure how I get rid of that. Let's just play around. Nope, that's not getting rid of it. What if I just spin you back around? No, that's not going to work. Let's see. Well, I might have to just figure out generically what's going on here. But yeah, I gotta figure out the thing where you just sort of try out a plaza. And that is being, yeah, the reason that the line exists is because the terrain is being funky at me. So let's just get out of this again. Let's try spinning around so I can see what's going on underneath this Pathing Tools dialog box. And let's try to... No, stop that. That's not what I meant to do. Come on, just stop trying to snap immediately. Okay, that might have sort of smoothed things out just a little bit. What's going to happen when I do this? Oh, that's going to work beautifully is what's going to happen. All right. Well, I'm glad that you decided to cooperate so nicely. Now this I want to copy before I start. And then we can just make these meet up, hopefully. Ooh, okay. I need to make it, 4. Might work just about perfectly. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it up to 5 so that it's slightly... Oh, come on. Well, no, I didn't want it to do that. Well, I don't know, though. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is delete just a little bit more of this path so that I can make a slightly smoother transition, one hopes. Because I do want you to start off about here-ish and then join there, nice and smooth-like. And that might be the closest that I'm going to get to nice and smooth-like, so maybe I should just be satisfied. Alright, well, speaking of satisfied, I think we might have achieved a decent amount with this pool. It's not quite what I had in mind, and I definitely still need to complete this American Arrow thing, but for now, I think we're going to call it on this episode, and I will see all of y'all in the next episode of Planet Coaster 2, and hopefully it'll be a little bit less frustrating for me. We're going to try to get it going just about right, though, and we have made some wonderful progress so far. But I will see all of y'all in the next Planet Coaster 2 video, and if you have enjoyed this video, please do be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye!